I'm Hal Crimmel. I'm a professor of English at Weber State University in Utah in the United States. I'm a Rachel Carson Fellow doing a project entitled Drink, the Nature of Beverages and Landscape Transformation. I'm focusing on two areas in the study of beverages. One is to look at the ingredients that the drinks come from. So in other words, coffee beans or tea leaves, hops, wine grapes, and to find out what kind of impacts does the production of these ingredients have on the landscapes in which they're grown. So beverages can contribute to the conservation, but also they contribute to the degradation of landscapes. It's a $2 trillion business annually. And if you take a product like wine, for instance, the total global production of wine in 2014 was 27 billion liters. And so globally, the amount of land that is used simply to grow wine grapes is equal to the entire surface of the Netherlands. And so you can imagine the amounts of pesticides and herbicides and fungicides that are needed to grow these crops, the amount of diesel and jet fuel and gasoline that's needed to farm the grapes, to ship the grapes, to transport the wines to market, whether it's from Australia to the United States or from France to the United States or from Australia to here in Munich. And I'm very interested in learning about what are the environmental impacts of these beverages on the landscapes that we all live in. Number two, I want to explore how consumers of these drinks feel connected to the landscapes in which those beverages originated. I have been interested in how passionately people feel about, say, particular brands of beer, or they'll only drink wine from a certain vintage, from a certain place, or they're passionate about a particular brand of mineral water or tea or coffee. And just wondering why that is. Is it something that's unique about the taste? Is it something that they connect to a memory they've had as a child? Is it marketing driven? I find it really peculiar that Americans really liked Fiji water. So this is water that's imported all the way from Fiji. Or drinking, sometimes I drink Italian mineral water in Utah. And I think, that's crazy. You know, it comes over there on the ship. I mean, we have really good water in Utah. Why should I be drinking water from Italy? Why do people do that? I find that very interesting. And I think the humanities offer a way to explore those kinds of questions. I really like to communicate in this project the hopeful things about beverages. What is good about the beverages? Certainly to point out some of the environmental impacts on landscapes, on people, you know, say as their exposure to pesticides and herbicides and so forth. But what are the things that bring people joy when they consume a glass of wine or a glass of mineral water? There's something more there besides simply the physiological effect of caffeine or alcohol. And curious to learn what that might be. You know, we think of exterior landscapes, but interior landscapes are just as fascinating as the exterior landscapes.